Hey y'all, my name is Shelly and welcome back to As We Grow. So I wanted to take some time while I'm porch sitting today and talk to y'all about a topic that's normally not talked about. But before we get into that, I want to kind of give you a backstory of, history on me. And today, this vlog is going to be unscripted. I don't have any cheat notes or anything, so if I stumble on my words, I apologize in advance. But I grew up on a farm from the age of 6 months because we moved from Texas, where my mom is originally from. We actually did a trip down there. We got back from that a few days ago. And so we moved up here to Danville, Virginia when I was 6 months old. And we lived out on my grandparents' farm until I was 12. So farming is kind of in my blood. They raised cows and chickens the majority of the time. Before I was born, I think they did do goats and pigs, but when I was growing up, it was just more of the cattle and the chickens. And so gardening kind of is in my blood because we did a lot of planting when I was younger. We did like 2-size fields, probably football size fields of vegetable gardens. And so planting in the ground, I am very familiar with. And if you noticed in my video the other day that I posted, I told you that I would probably talk to y'all in a later vlog about the garden. And so it's a topic that I want to discuss with y'all that most often is kind of pushed behind the curtain. People don't really talk about it, and some people are embarrassed or ashamed, and it's just not really brought up a whole lot. And that topic is struggles. And I figured y'all could relate. A lot of people out there have their own struggles right now. You know, I'm having my garden struggle, and but I figured struggle is a topic that can be related to anything, you know, relationships with friends, family, kids, gardening, you name it. Somebody's out there struggling with something, right? So I have done raised beds before, and more so in-ground raised bed. And this year, I have went to something new, and I think I have told y'all in recent vlogs before that there's a lot of stuff that I do know, and there's a lot that I don't. And so this channel, I kind of created it for people to follow along with me on my journey with things that I do know and things that I don't. And raised beds is new for me, especially the taller ones. And I have been struggling with that one raised bed, which was named bed number 1. I know, very original, right? I had bed number 1, bed number 2, and bed number 3. Maybe eventually I'll give them more creative names later. Maybe y'all can have some suggestions for me to call them if you do drop it in the comments below. But I have struggled with that one this season, and just really don't understand what's going on with it. Originally I planted, I'm trying to think what I planted. I planted some kohlrabi, some beets, kale, some carrots, and some lettuces in it. And, you know, some of that stuff come up and it got up to about that size and it just stopped. And I'm thinking, well, you know, maybe it's because the weather we've had a couple of cold fronts. Maybe that was a contribute to it. Maybe not enough rain, because we were there for a while in a drought. We didn't have a lot of rain coming in. Recently we have. And I ended up scratching the first planting that I did in that bed, and replant it, resowed, did a few different things like some onions, some Walla Walla onions and some evergreen onions, and did some lettuces and everything. But the bed is still not being very productive. And I've really kind of struggled with that because I've been, I guess, 4 months into it on my YouTube channel. I'm very new to YouTube. And even though I have mentioned that there are things that I don't know and that, we'll learn together, quite frankly, it's kind of a little embarrassing to have a channel trying to show people how to do things and then things not turn out the way they're supposed to. And so I've been struggling with that. Before I left for the Texas trip, I had been doing some researching, and I'm still researching a little bit, so I might do some vlogs later on if I can get to them about, what exactly is happening to that bed, or what I think is happening to that bed. But right now my struggles is, new season, doing new things in the garden, planting in very tall raised beds. My beds are probably about close to a little over 2 feet off the ground. And we added some mulch from the city, and then I put some topsoil and composting and cow manure in it. And from what I've been reading, it says that if you have mushrooms growing in your bed, that's a good sign that you got plenty of nitrogen and that your soil is good. So I don't think it's a soil problem. But anyway, that's my struggle right now. That and my green stalk planter. I planted in it about 2 weeks ago. Have not had anything come up in it. I'm not quite sure. That side of the porch does get a lot of sun, but maybe not enough. I might have to take the planter off the porch and set it on the ground. And I'll probably do that in the next couple of days. But I got to figure out what's going on with that exactly too. And so I've just really been struggling with that and not knowing why it's doing the things it's doing, and trying to research on it. And I guess mostly I'm disappointed in myself because to my viewers, I want to be able to be 100% on top of things and educate people about farming in general and growing their own food and knowing where it comes from. And so that's kind of the lowdown of my struggles right now that I'm dealing with in my garden season this year. And I thought about not sharing it, but then I was like, no, I should share it because, a lot of you out there are new gardeners and they're all probably experiencing the same struggles and the defeat and wanting to throw your hands in because you can't figure out why things are doing the things that they are doing. And I said, I'm going to go ahead and share it because I know there's some people out there that are probably struggling with the same things that I'm struggling right now with. And yeah, a lot of people will say, well, it's a garden, you take your time in it, replant, figure it out. It's not that big of a deal. And, a lot of you out there probably have different kinds of struggles that you're going through right now. And somebody else over here is thinking that your struggles are not necessarily important or not that big of a deal, But that's the thing, y'all. The devil wants to come in and he wants to steal your joy, your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions. He wants to take all of that and just crush it and make you just feel worthless, and hopeless, and feel like there's no end to the struggles that you're dealing with right now. But God spoke to me. He put it in my heart. This verse that come to me, it's in, I think it's Psalms 46:10, and it says, God says, be still and know that I am God. And I'm thinking like, wow, that's so powerful, y'all. A lot of times we go through life and we're so busy and we're trying to fix things and try to be in control of things and trying to work it to our advantage, that we don't stop and just go to him and pray about it, pray about it, talk to him about it, give it to him in his hands and let him have 100% control over everything. For one, I am further along probably in my walk than some people are with Christ. But I still struggle with that today, giving him that 100% control. And so that just kind of stopped me in my tracks when he put that on my heart that day. And I've been, going over that verse and thinking about it and knowing that I'm guilty. I'm guilty of not stopping and praying to him and not asking him, what he thinks, what his will is. And just anything in general, in life in general, a lot of things come our way and we just keep on trucking, and sometimes a lot of it's brought on from ourselves, things that we're doing that we're not supposed to be doing. Sometimes it's just life gives you lemons and you got to make lemonade out of it. It's no reasoning to why these things are happening, but they're just happening and there's no explanation, and we can't explain why these things are happening to us. But God is so magnificent. He is the creator of this world. He created all the trees around us, all the plants, the birds, the animals, us, and he knows us, y'all. He knows us like the back of his hand. He created us. He knows our needs. He knows our wants. He knows our emotions. He sent his son Jesus to this earth. He has experienced all these things that we have experienced, so he's no stranger to it. He knows what we're going through. And if we would just stop and be still and listen to him sometimes, listen for his word and his advice on things, and stop trying to fix things that are broken, or, a lot of times we're trying to fix things that we think that are broken, but they're not necessarily broken in his eyes. So I just wanted to come on here today just to encourage you, if you're going through any kind of struggles in your life, to just stand still, get in the Word of God, listen to him, pray to him, and just give him that 100% control over your life. And, he might not answer right away. It might be something that he might answer later on down the road. It might be something he might abruptly right now answer. But we just got to be patient. And that's a hard one too, y'all. Just to be patient. And I think a lot of times we just jump the gun on things, just like me with that first raised bed. I think I've jumped the gun on it. I think I've rushed to try to fix it so that it can produce like it's supposed to be doing, and that everybody can see how good that I'm doing in my garden, instead of just sitting back and taking a breather and, praying to God about it and asking him, where am I going wrong in this? And just taking some time and just relax. Let the bed rest for a little bit until I can figure out what exactly is going on with it. We just want to be quick to fix things, and sometimes that's not the answer. Sometimes things take years and years to fix, and we don't want to hear that necessarily. We want things to be done tomorrow, but we just got to sit still. Sit still and know that he is God, and anything is possible with him involved in it. So I hope that this video helped somebody out there that's struggling out there with things not necessarily garden related, but it might be somewhere else in your life that you're struggling with today. I just hope that you would go to God, talk to him, pray to him, and ask him what he thinks you need to do, and just give him your 100% control over your life, and he will meet them needs that you are wanting. He might not necessarily meet them in the way that you see fit, but He will take care of us. So any of y'all, if y'all would like for me to pray for you, I would be more than happy to. You can drop it down in the comments below. You don't even have to be really specific. You can just say an unspoken prayer, and I'll just pray for you by name. And God will know. God will know what your struggles are today, and I would be happy, more than happy to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and let y'all have the rest of your day to yourselves. I do want to mention that I brought home something from Texas. So y'all will have to look on the next couple of vlogs to see if you see what I have brought home. And y'all just have a great day and be blessed. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon. So y'all, I had to hop back on here really quick. Just blew me away. I just got off of Marco Polo with a friend of mine. And you know who you are. And her child blessed me today, let me tell you. Didn't even know I was making that video today. Isn't it amazing how God blesses us through anybody? I'm trying not to cry, but her child said that she wanted to be just like me, be a jack of all trades and know everything and learn everything, and read off a few of the things that she wanted to do. 12 things I think she had listed on her list of things that she wanted to do in life. And just want to let y'all know, y'all, that blessed my heart. It just made me feel good in the heart. These are happy tears. And see, so God does listen, even through a child's words. He's encouraging me.